not right. I'm not left. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not libertarian. I'm a human being that wants the best for.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Clip Farm. This is Matt.
This is Mike.
It's Juno.
Boy, do we have a treat for you guys today.
Oh, boy. Oh, as they were looking at everybody's favorite bartender, Miss Occasional Cortex.
Ocasio-Cortez.
AOC.
So I haven't watched this yet. I've seen some shorts and different things on this where she's just flailing her arms around like she's in the Team America movie in the back of the Jeep, but should be entertaining. So we'll just, without further ado, we'll just dive right into this thing. Playing some Cardi B there, so that's something.
Yep.
That does look like an insanely small crowd too.
I was thinking that too.
I think she had like 100 people there.
They gave them bigger
Somebody
signs.
should tell her that when you're at a microphone, you don't have to scream. People can hear you pretty well.
Would help.
Ew, turn that stupid music off.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like she listens to Cardi B too.
I am so thrilled, so excited.
I would suspect she listens to like Selena or something.
Each and every one of you. Let's hear it again. And let's do a union check real quick.
Democratic Socialist back there by this guy, huh?
Teamsters, you out here, Teamsters?
I wonder if he's aware that's kind of what Hitler called his party.
Nurses, we got our nurses.
That's exactly what they called it in the Third Reich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yar.
Sorry, oh, good. I'm gonna have to do like Jay says and pay for YouTube.
Thank you all so much, and it's the Bronx in the building tonight.
Who?
And for those of you who come from all the way outside of this borough, I want to thank you for coming and joining us. Brooklyn,
there she goes.
Queens.
I love how people actually came to see her from more than 10 miles away.
Staten Island. Anybody from Staten Island? Is always what happens. We got Westchester. Anybody from Westchester out here? That's
oh my gosh. The pandering. I just can't.
Are we ready to kick some Wall Street ass?
Oh my gosh.
What have you? What? You're gonna do it now? You've literally.
Just the pandering to the black vote. My gosh, it's like so thick.
AOC was a part of it when they had the Senate, the House, and the presidency, and they didn't do jack shit.
We have enormous.
Had 2 full years of full Democrat control.
The only thing that I'd be interested in listening to from her is like how to make a mixed drink, like maybe a Sex on the Beach or like a fuzzy navel or something.
She probably
that
does
would be what I'd be.
She a good drink.
You can buy a bartender's guide a whole lot cheaper and with a whole lot less headache.
It is Jamaal Bowman.
Screw
Jamaal
Bowman.
Wow. With y'all. Because it's not just Jamaal Bowman. We've
Fire
got
alarm
all the way up and down the ballot. I would be remiss, and my team would be remiss if I didn't say we also have a primary out here in New York for our team too.
Oh my gosh, the way she's talking.
Enough, my challenger, is also a former Wall Street banker from Jamal's district.
It's giving like Hillary Clinton vibes, like.
He's from Dobbs Ferry.
She's got hot sauce in her purse, right?
Oh Lord.
Now, I want to talk to you about what's going on here. Because our brother, Jamaal Bowman is under attack. And I want to tell you why he's under attack.
Because he sucks.
We do have his back, don't we?
Because he pulled a fire alarm on a Senate vote?
He's under absolute attack, not just from these big lobbies and not just from big money, but from the underlying forces that have been trying to decimate our community for decades. For decades.
Oh, I'm going to pause right here.
He is being primaried by racism. He is being primaried.
Okay. She just said something I felt like was interesting enough to... She's saying all these underlying things. I hope you people in New York remember that there was a really big company that was trying to move into her borough. That was going to create somewhere in the ballpark of 30 to 50,000 jobs. And this politician said, nope, we're not going to do it. Well, thankfully, I live in the area that benefited from that, her stupid decision. So those jobs came to my area. So shout out to you, AOC. Our area didn't need it, but I get a lot of my packages a lot quicker now. So thank you for that.
Nice. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Can we not say it?
Oh, you can say it. You can say it.
Was it FedEx or UPS or one of those? Amazon. Okay, Amazon.
They were going to build a gigantic Amazon warehouse, but it went into Arlington instead. And what has made that just epic for me is like overnight shipping on stuff. I order stuff and it's here the next day. It's wonderful. Thank you, AOC. The people of Virginia love you for that. So we already have gigantic business here in Virginia, but you definitely hooked us up. So yeah, she's just pandering. The billionaires are the bad guys, blah blah blah.
Socialist claptrap.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back into this.
By greed. He is being primaried by corruption of our politics. And we cannot let them win. This place and this park is of profound importance. It is a lot of personal importance, not just to me, but to this borough. And I want to explain that to everyone here today. I want everybody to take a look around this community.
Oh, they're not going to pan out that camera. They do not want to show that tiny crowd.
Why that's important.
Everybody is right there.
Just a couple blocks away from this very park. He grew up when the Bronx was burned.
I like this dude with the bowl cut from the 90s, though.
I was thinking that too.
Describe what you would like your app to do.
All right, about the commercials.
And it's important for everyone here to know what that means, that the Bronx was burning. Because 50 years ago, as many of our families played on these blocks, these buildings around us were collapsing. They were set. Whoa, we are right here? Okay. They were set.
They still are.
And they were collapsing into rubble. And that catastrophe was brought on by decisions made at the highest levels of power to decimate our community.
Incorrect.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say Democrats were in control of the city even then, so who's that fall on?
Right.
And it was designed as a gash to decimate and disconnect this community from itself, our community from ourselves. And as diverse communities move in, whiter and more affluent communities fled. And landlords all around this very park started setting fire to their own buildings, often with families inside.
Right.
This is where we come from.
Right.
This is our history. And our borough burned. Our borough burned. It burned by the matches set by
when did this happen?
By greed.
She said 50 years ago.
Oh, right.
And
when she was what?
In
high school.
She wasn't even born.
She wasn't a twinkle in her daddy's eye.
And building our borough back brick by brick.
What I do recall 50 years ago was the entire city of New York was run by the mob. And there was a very predominant Republican that came into power and got rid of the mob's power in New York City.
Giuliani.
good old Rudy, old drunken Rudy Giuliani. But nonetheless, Rudy did some great things there in New York City.
Yeah, he did.
So, but yeah, she could say what she wants, but the entire city was completely under the control of the mob 50 years ago. It didn't matter who was in office. The mob controlled everything. The Teamsters, the mob,
politicians.
They gave two shits about what if you were Republican or Democrat. All they cared about was making money.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's spinning a pretty good lie that what's great is she doesn't have to have any facts to any of the shit she's putting out.
Right.
All right.
In the name of justice, in the name of equity, in the name of community, in the vision that we believe is best for our future, night tenants, union leaders, mothers of the incarcerated, environmental justice organizers, the NAACP, our churches, black associations, and brick by brick, they built Banana Kelly, they built Mitchell Lama, they built Barretto Point Park, they built Casita Maria for us, by us. For us, by us. Ask anyone in New York City. Ask anyone in New York City. The Bronx is built different.
They're not.
We are built different. There's a reason why 8 years ago, when the first major Jewish candidate for president, a democratic socialist, no less.
Oh gosh, here we go.
When he came to
ironic.
New York, in a historic stop, he came to this park. In this place, there is a reason. I was in that park. I was in that crowd on that day. And there is a reason why 2 years later, after that rally, the youngest woman in American history was elected to Congress.
I'd like to fact check that. I'm
reason
curious whether she was even
Puerto Rican
born then.
waitress
Right.
from the Bronx. There is a reason that this borough sent me to Congress. There's a reason why this borough
Because you had a
sent
D
Jamaal
in front of your
Bowman
name.
to
That's
Congress.
it. That has nothing to do with any that you were the right candidate.
School principal. That's right, Bowman.
When people went to the ballot boxes, they saw the D and they hit the check mark. That's why you got it.
There is a reason. There is a reason why this borough sent a school principal, the son of a single mother who grew up in public housing, who later founded one of the most recognized middle schools in the South Bronx from the South Bronx. There's a reason why this borough sent Jamaal Bowman to Congress.
Also because he had a D in front
And
of
there's a
him.
reason why we will defend him
Same
on
answer.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because we are
I think
built
on our voting
different.
days, they just need to remove all the
We
R and the
know what
D's
it
off of
means
it and
to
let
go
people
toe
vote
to
that way.
toe and stare down a barrel of big money.
It would be wildly
We know
interesting
what
to
it
see how
means
the
to
elections
face
turn out if they
long
just
odds,
removed
because all
R
our
and D's and
are
just see
always
what
long
happens.
odds, and that
Chaos
has never
would ensue.
stopped us. It never will
Oh, yeah.
stop us. We know political intimidation. We know hardship.
I know you guys have been
We
using
know
it since
all the
2015.
reasons why we should
Lead
not
me to the
succeed.
comments.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
We do anyway.
Political intimidation.
Oh,
Anybody
wow.
who doesn't agree with the things you say, you delete their YouTube channels, you kick them off social media, and you fucking berate them.
And you label them. They label them.
Dox them. Mm-hmm.
Whatever phobia is
Mm.
the current flavor of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think freaking AOC is going to get our.
schisms.
I think AOC is going to get our very first ostrich awards from the Clip Farm.
I'm thinking that she's a
You're-
very good candidate for it. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations, AOC. You get the first ostrich awards. You let us know how you want us to send it to you. We'll send it to you.
First Ostrich Award nomination goes to.
Where's the applause button?
That's Jay that has the soundboard.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Oh God, we got a couple more minutes. Here we go.
How's the scented angel stuff coming?
Angel, we've got it. The smellinator is at the scent inside the tube.
That was sponsored by Joe Biden. That commercial.
Was a teacher in the South Bronx. And he is under attack by the same forces that I mentioned earlier that ripped our borough apart: racism, greed, and political corruption. And why is our political establishment doing that? Because Jamaal Bowman dared to speak up for Palestinians.
Oh, okay. Let's see where this goes. This might get interesting.
To join us and become one of the first members of Congress to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. The establishment is primarying Jamaal Bowman because to this day, he has refused to take a dime from corporate lobbies and big money.
Bullshit! Oh, excuse me.
Not Wall Street, not big real estate, not
my throat. I'm sorry.
Not anybody.
AOC, on the other hand, she has.
Because he's not owned by anybody. Because he knows that his primary fidelity and duty is to our community, our people, our towns, to White Plains, to New Rochelle, to Yonkers, to Rye, to Tuckahoe, to Co-op City. He knows those are the people that we must center at all.
Has anybody told her how many
for the children?
Jewish Americans vote there in those boroughs?
And because Jamaal doesn't take
somebody should probably let her know.
Because he stands up for the people and for whom nobody stands up for. Because he does that, they want to punish him for it dearly. Thus far, AIPAC and special interests have poured nearly $20 million to defeat our brother Jamaal.
And it worked.
Now, I want to put that in
Joe Biden spent $60 million to make fun of Trump's being arrested in a kangaroo court. So,
yeah.
Crimea River, you fucking...
And trotted old Bobby De Niro out there.
It would cost for an entire statewide gubernatorial state.
Barely get through his script.
The United States of America. And they're pouring all of that money into our neighborhoods alone.
This dude back here looks like fucking the dude from the Goonies.
Because powerful people.
Hey,
which one does?
Hey, you guys!
To reiterate that they don't
I hope you catch this video too.
These Wall Street people don't give a damn about us. AIPAC.
Oh no! Here she goes with the.
About us. AIPAC doesn't give a damn about the Bronx. They don't give a damn about Westchester. Wall Street and big real estate companies don't care if we can afford a home. They care if they can uproot and uphold the people who prevent and uphold that system that keeps us from affording a home in the first place.
How about you preventing jobs from coming to New York?
That's
lots of jobs.
And that's why they're doing what they do. But you know
that was
what
an
they're
AOC
about to
thing.
find out? That we are built different.
Again, no, you're not.
That's the catchphrases of the Democrats, man. It works though, very, very successfully.
That the one representative out of 435 that these big money interests pick who they want to make an example of is a black man, the son of a single mother raised in public housing, and later
you said all this shit already.
Yeah.
Well, you have to repeat things for the sheep to believe them.
At play. It is not lost on us that
did she say what race this guy was yet? I might have missed it.
I'm not sure, man.
Only one of a handful, including those on this stage who don't take a dime from special interests or lobbyists. We see the greed. And it is also
amazing how you could just say things and
you can
make it true, right?
You could just start blabbering all kinds of crazy shit.
Donald Trump and all of his thugs. We see the corruption. It is clear.
Donald Trump's coming.
But we know better. We know that this is a street fight. And that's what it's going to come down to. Don't pay attention to the airwaves. Don't pay attention to those glossy Victoria's Secret magazines they be sending to everybody's mailbox all the time with their opponent on it.
Oh my gosh, the talk. What the heck?
Focus on in the next 5 days is turning out as
I like that she's already lost this crowd behind her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, shit. When is this over?
Right. They're like using the signs to fan themselves.
Yeah. Give me another sign. I ripped this one.
Assault. It will not be sustained by everyday people and American voters. We know that what's happening out there is connected to why our schools aren't funded here.
Give it a pause real quick.
That the absolute leveling of Gaza is being paid for with the funds.
Okay, she's sitting here talking about all of this. All these people, all the Republicans are just after the money. Look closely at her signage. Well, the people behind her signage. That's all professionally done. Those people didn't bring those signs. They were handed them as they got up on stage. I will guarantee you that AOC, or her campaign, is the one that funded those signs. I say, now, okay, you go to a Trump rally, you do see a lot of you see, the common Trump signs, but behind Trump, you will always see at least a couple of homemade signs. These are all literally same fonts.
You also see more than 10 people behind Trump.
Yeah.
I can actually see the bales of hay back there.
4, 5.
That's what's behind those guys. Those are bales of hay.
They're almost like space it out a little to make it look like they're fuller, but this is the best they could do.
Well, as mentioned at the start, I think she got like 100 people to come to this rally, and Trump had what, 25,000?
Oh my gosh!
Well, depends on what rally you're talking about too.
Right, that would be just one.
his Bronx rally.
Yeah. His Bronx rally.
Yeah.
His Bronx rally was gigantic.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, I've heard numbers from 20 to 35,000. So.
Yep.
And she got 100.
All right, let's try to finish this off. We're hitting. What do we got left? 2 more minutes, maybe.
Okay.
They're being kept from our health care, our schools. And we cannot support that anymore. We can't. It's not extreme. It's not fringe. It's not bigoted to want everybody to be protected. It's not. It's not. But in order to do that, we have to stay focused. And so I want each and every one of you, it's so important. This is where it matters. This is where it's not just about coming to a rally and getting ramped up and going back home. We all need everybody. If you know anyone who lives in this district in New York 16 or 14 for that matter, us back here at home, I need you to text, to call, to post, to message everyone and anyone that you know that lives in White Plains, that lives in New Rochelle, that lives in Yonkers, that lives in Mamaroneck, in Rye, in Tuckahoe. Please send them a personal message, because the most convincing thing that a person can hear and receive is a message from a friend.
Yeah. Send them a message that says vote for Donald Trump.
Don't just think that a volunteer is going to take care of it. We need
or whoever the hell's running against her.
We have to have his back. We have to have his back. We have to let them know.
I don't think is she up. I think she's campaigning for that Bowman guy.
We will never go anywhere.
Yeah, the Jamaal.
And that's the message that we have to send.
I thought she was up too, though.
We know how serious
she might
this
be.
is not a game, and they will not make us go away ever, because hope for change in this country has never been sustained by the people who just look at the odds and make a prediction. It's always been sustained by the people who believe in that better world, are committed to that better world, and do everything they can to make it happen, no matter what. And with that, I want to introduce to you all the one that we're all here to defend, whose back that we have. I want to hear you cheer loud.
Ooh, look at that crowd. They did not need those barriers at all.
Oh, wow. That's embarrassing.
Oh,
by the way, Jamaal lost. Haha.
That's embarrassing. They should have just
man.
kept the camera where it was.
Yeah. They should have never zoomed out.
I will say, I will say on a fair note, she is a pretty good public speaker. Not my cup of tea. I'm not for her, but she does a pretty good job. I will give her that. So, she just, I don't know, she's just corrupt. So
I don't like her particular accents that she was using. That's just me.
it reminds me of some kind of churches I've been to in the past.
Yeah.
Well, I was having more 1937 vibes myself, but
she said a couple of key phrases there that were written basically right out of that same book that I know you're referring to. I'm not gonna mention that, but with that being said, let us know who else you want us to react to. We actually have fun doing these, so
yeah,
whether
and
it's
everybody's
somebody
fair game. Doesn't matter whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, Socialist, whatever.
Yep.
We're gonna get them all if they're
Yep. So if there's some, there's some race you want us to check out, in a county or whatever, write it down in the comments, man. We'll check it out and see what they got to say.
Oh yeah,
and we'll go from there.
Most definitely.
All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
Bye.